What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is round number 3 of the Saturday tournament. Right now, we're in a good position. We're in the finals, but also, it's not glitchy right now. Going to round number 2, I was not even on the screen at all. I never even saw the screen. I don't think I did, if I remember correctly. But we have made it here. It looks like it is kind of working. I think we were here for a second, then my game glitched. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to see what happens. 3, 2, 1, let's see, can we make it into PTCO? And, oh, looks like we actually are going in. So, Turb, Jorn playing a Psychic and a Fighting deck. And, hold on. Hold on to the horses. No, don't do this again. No, please work for me, PTCGO. No, don't do this to me. Alright. We're going to try this again. We're going to close out of PTCGO. We're going to load it back up. Hopefully it works. Come on, guys. We got to see if we can win the finals. We're playing against a Fighting and a Water deck. I'm not sure what this could be. What deck do you think it'd be? Down below in the comments. Leave it right now. Take a guess before it's too late. But we're loaded to PTCGO. Rated E for everyone. Mild cartoon violence and online interaction. Yep, alright, so we're loading. We're loading 70. Alright, we're 30% there. Can we load into the game? And hopefully my opponent does not get mad that we're taking such a long time to load into the game. But hopefully, it took us, I think, like 6 tries before we got into it. I know it kind of cut off, and I kind of gave, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of give up. I was just tired of just talking of while I was loading, but it eventually loaded it. It did take quite a few tries. But here we go. Come on, loading data from server. Please wait. Let's try it. Up. Would you like to go first? Yes, I would love to go first. It looks like we're in the game. There we go. Alright, so we made it in the game. And we are good to go now. Alright, so our opponent has no base Pokemon. And we did unfortunately start with the Shaymin and double Unown. But that's going to be okay. We'll start at Unown. We're going first, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's see what my opponent is playing. There's a Fighting, Strong Energy, Hexmaniac. Ooh, Hexmaniac could be interesting for sure. My opponent's going to shuffle their hand in the deck and draw a whole new hand of 7. Alrighty, so they did find a Pokemon. We'll press yes to draw the mulligan. Thank you, Pokemon. Alright, there's a Vespiquen. We'll press done, and let's see what's going to happen. There is a Hall Lucha. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Ultra Ball to discard a Ultra Ball and a Unown. Because I don't discard the Vespiquen straight away because we don't know how many is in the deck. There is 3 Vespiquen, 1 Combee is prize. We have 2 Gloom prize with no Vileplume. Alright, so grab Oddish. We'll put that down on the field. We'll use Battle Compressor, discard some more Oddishes. I know there's 3 in here because we just saw the 3. How many 4s are in the deck? There's 4 Force of Giant Plants and 2 Float Stone. What about AZ? AZ's in the deck as well, so we have a lot of resources to pick up this Unown if we need to. We'll Level Ball to grab out another get out a Combee. Alright. So we'll put down Combee, use Trainers Mail, look at the top 4 cards of our deck. Looking for Force of Giant Plants. There is a Level Ball, which we could use to get out a Unown. So that way we can have it once we Shaymin. So let's Level Ball for an Unown. We'll put down the Unown, use Shaymin, setting up for 5 new cards, and let's see, what do we get off the Shaymin? Come to me, Shaymin setting up for 5. Alright, so we get a Force, we get a Vespiquen, we can Acro Bike, we got top 2 cards of our deck, we'll grab, ooh, an AZ and a DCE, I don't know how many DCs of our deck, I'm gonna grab the DC right now because we know we can at least maybe retreat later. Let's Shaymin setting up for 3. I don't want to Compressor just yet, so we'll Shaymin setting up for 3, alright. So here they come, 1, 2, 3, alright, so that's not what I wanted to see. Let's, Feral Letter, okay. There is a Acro Bike, so we'll play the Acro Bike. We'll grab the Bunnelby. Alright, and with the Ultra Ball, we discard a Vespiquen and a Bunnelby because we know we do have a Combee prize, so we really can't use it. With this, we'll grab another Shaymin. Alright. We just need to hit some cards, so we'll grab a Shaymin. Put a DC on this guy. Use Shaymin, setting up for 3. Can we find a Gloom? A Float Stone? Supporter card? Alright, well, Trainers Mail. Could grab Battle Compressor. We kind of need to dig a little bit more, so we'll grab the Acro Bike. We'll play the Acro Bike, and let's see, what do we get off the Acro Bike? Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll grab a Battle Compressor, sure, and we are going to pass for our turn. Alright, so that's a very sad turn number 1. No Float Stone, no... I mean, we did have 2 Gloom prized, but it is sad that we didn't draw anymore. But on the opponent's turn, let's see what's going to happen. Hawlucha, unfortunately, or great for us, cannot hit us because they can only hurt EX Pokemon. My opponent's probably like... Probably not here. Oh, no, there's a Focus Sash. Okay, the Focus Sash is going to be interesting. There's a Strong Energy. Alright. There's a Sycamore. Going to discard the hand. Drawing 7 new cards. So it's a Medicham Hawlucha deck. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, actually. Alright, so there's a Fighting Statement coming down. There's a Lucario coming down to the field. A Muscle Bag going to Lucario. Okay. A Level Ball probably grabbing a Meditite. I think that's what it's called. And if only we got a Vileplume out, my opponent could not play this Level Ball, couldn't play the Muscle Bag, couldn't play the Focus Sash. And let's see what the... Okay, Meditite coming down, okay. And anything else or not? Okay, pass on to our turn. What do we get? We get an Ultra Ball, okay. So I'm an Ultra Ball. We already have 1 Vespiquen in the discard pile, right? Yeah, we have 1 Vespiquen. So discard a Vileplume and a Compressor. And with this, we'll grab a Gloom. Okay. We'll put down the Gloom, and we'll just pass. I think that's probably the best answer as of right now. Yeah, we'll just pass on to our opponent's turn. I guess we could put down the Forest if we wanted to, but I kind of want to save that for our Vespiquen. Now, the reason why I didn't put down the Vileplume is because my opponent could Lysandre up the Vileplume, and we have no way to pick it up because we discarded the AZ. There's a Medicham coming down, okay. Now, the Medicham is scary because he can easily knock out our active Pokemon. Let's see, this guy has the Yoga Kick, but he can attack twice with the Barrage trait. We see a Strong Energy go down Lucario, okay. We see a Sycamore going to discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon in the discard pile. Alright. There's a Focus Sash going down to the Medicham. These are all going to make it a lot harder for us to knock out because we can't one-shot this Hawlucha. Alright. So, on to our turn. What do we get? We get a DCE, okay. We could go for a knockout this turn, but I really don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Battle Compressor. Let's see what's left in our deck. We'll discard the Unown, Gloom, and the other, yeah, the Compressor. That seems great. So we'll discard those 3. We discard the other Shaymin as well. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll discard the other Shaymin. Alright. So end our turn. It's my opponent's turn. So right now we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Pokemon in the discard pile. 12, 13, 14. So we actually cannot knock out a Lucario right now. But what we could do is Sky Return between Pokemon until my opponent takes a knockout, and then we can maybe go with Vespiquen. I think that's a smart play to do. There's a Karina, gonna search deck for a fighting Pokemon, and a item card, which they can use right now because we don't have a Vileplume online. But, of course, I don't want to put down Vileplume as of right now because we don't have a Float Stone on our guy. So we see Karina, gonna grab a, I think a Compressor. Okay. And this might grab, like, this might discard a Hex Maniac to shut down abilities. Or shut down, yeah, shut down abilities. There we go. Let's see the Compressor discards. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, Skyla and a Hex Maniac. I think, yeah, Skyla and Hex Maniac are being discarded. Does my opponent have a Vespiquen right now? Because if they don't, then Hex Maniac is gone forever. And unless we don't get a Float Stone, they can maybe play it next turn then. But let's see what my opponent decides to do. There's a Fighting Energy on that guy. He could go for a Corkscrew Smash to knock out the active. But I wonder if he's waiting. Like, he's like, oh, I really don't want to take a knockout till I can. But there's a Combee, okay. So we'll end our turn again. It's my opponent's turn. Alright, they're going to draw a card. And does my opponent have a Lysandre or not? 6, 7, 8. They could have took a knockout last turn if they wanted to. I think my opponent's just playing it safe, waiting to be aggressive when they need to be. Maybe they want to take out the Vileplume at the certain, like at a right time or something. But we'll see what happens. We're waiting on my opponent to see what they make this turn. Will they attack with Lucario or not? That is the big question. They have a Lucario ready to go. Luckily, they have not been powering up this Medicham. I think powering up the Medicham will probably be pretty scary for us. But right now, Flying Press is doing 6, 8, 10 to a Shaymin, which is not a knockout. Lucario, is it taking a knockout on a Shaymin? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that would take a knockout on a Shaymin if they have a Lysandre. And let's see what my opponent decides to do. It looks like they're actually taking their time for a second, deciding what they're going to do. There's a Vespiquen, and let's see, there's a Skyla, okay. There's a Skyla. I guess they want to support a card for their hand. Maybe they want like a Lysandre or something. That's my only thing, is like they want a Skyla for a Lysandre this turn. Let's see what they decide to get. Now, they license the Gloom. That's going to be pretty bad because we'll never have Vileplume out of play because we discarded so many already. Yeah, we discarded everything, all of our Vileplume stuff. Okay. So let's see what Skylar gets from our opponent. Maybe they... Oh, there's an N, okay. Which I'm fine with an N. I am A-okay with an N. Like, that is okay with me. Well, let's see what they decide to do. A pass on to our turn. Okay. So we get another Combee. Alright, so we end our turn again. On to our opponent's turn. Alright, so still no Float Stone. What is going on? I mean, I guess, like, we have 2 out of 10 floats, like, 2 out of, like, a 20% chance of hitting this card. Right, yeah, okay, pass on our turn, okay. There's a Vespiquen, alright, so we end our turn. Soon enough, we have to be aggressive because we might deck out because we discarded a Bunnelby. Okay. So, let's see what my opponent decides to do. There's an Ultra Ball, going to discard a N and an N. Alright, so they scout for an N with an N already in their hand. Alright, so they're going to grab nothing. And let's see what they decide to do. I'm just waiting for them to take a knockout with Lucario. Then we Sky Turn to another Shaymin, maybe. I think it's the best play, so that we can next turn we can knock it out if they knock out our Shaymin. But then they go to 3 prize cards. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Acro Bike. Alright. We'll go down to 6 with this Acro Bike. Please give me a Float Stone. And yes, we get the Float Stone. Alright, so we'll grab the Float Stone. We'll put it down to this guy. We will free retreat into a Shaymin. And we'll use Sky Return. And with this, we'll send up the Unown. And then next turn, I can put down a Vespiquen line and knock out the active. We're going to put the Unown in the active spot. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, so on my opponent's turn. Next turn, we can Combee, Forest, Combee, Vespiquen, and knock out this guy. While keeping a DC in our hand, which is great. We'll take a knockout with this guy for sure. Alright, so let's see what my opponent decides to do. There's an N. We're both going to shuffle our hand into the deck and draw 6 new cards, which I'm actually okay with. Like, our hand is, I guess, okay. Like, it's just a bunch of Combees and Vespiquens and stuff. And, yep, there's Combee, Vespiquen, and a DCE, so we can license it up to Zakara if we want to. Hit it for a B Revenge if we want to, but I think I'm just going to go for a Sky Return. I think... We might just go for a knockout. There's a strong energy in that guy, okay. And let's see, do they attack this turn or not? That is the big question. Let's see. If they attack us this turn, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We only hit for 140, which is not a knockout, but okay, yep, here comes that guy. Okay, so they're going to take a knockout this turn. And I think what I'm going to do is just Sky Return into a Shaymin. There's a Corkscrew Smash for the knockout. Going to do 120 damage, which is a lot. Yep, they're going to draw a card as well. And we'll send to the Vespiquen. My opponent will go down to 5 prize cards. Go Vespiquen. Okay. And on to our turn. Alright, so we are going to put down a Forest of Giant Plants. We are going to Combee, Vespiquen, retreat to a Shaymin, and Sky Return for 30. And then if he knocks out the Shaymin, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's... Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm doing math wrong. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so if we Sky Return for the knock... Well, Sky Return for 30, sit up a Shaymin. When he knocks out the Shaymin, we can knock out his Lucario, and he doesn't have another attacker. Okay, so on to our opponent's turn. They draw a card. And now we can knock out the Vespiquen. He has a Medicham and a Hawlucha. He needs to get this Medicham powered up, but he already has 3 strong energies into play. There's a fighting energy to that guy. Right now, a double Yoga Kick does not knock us out. Only does 60 damage. And let's see, what does my opponent decide to do? Let's make sure, am I hitting for 160? That's the, yeah, 150. Hopefully I did the math right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. 14. Yeah, this would be a knockout. Okay, so I'm going to send that guy. I think it's a knockout. I'm so bad at math right now. But on our turn, we can be revenge for the knockout. There we go, 160 damage. We're going down to 5 prize cards. Now the question is, can we take enough prize cards or not before we deck out? Well, we have 4 prize cards left to take. There's a Combee and a Sycamore, okay? We're pretty much not going to play any of those cards. We might have to Sky Return a Medicham because it does have a Focus Sash. So here goes a Medicham onto my opponent's turn. They can use Yoga Kick. If they have a strong energy, they can actually knock out our Vespiquen this turn. There's a Fighting Standard coming down, which I really don't care about. And let's see what happens. We'll have 5 turns to take 4 prize cards. This guy is Focus Sash, so we won't be able to knock it out straight away. Whew, alright, there's a Super Rod, gonna show a combination of 3 Pokemon and energies back into the deck, but we know they don't have another strong energy, and my opponent also has more ends that they might be opposite of playing. So 2 fighting energy and a Lucario go back into the deck, okay. If you put down a Lucario without a Focus Sash, we can take a knockout on it pretty easily, because we do have the Lysandre, which could be nice. If we top deck a Float Stone and we just need if we top deck a Vileplume, I think I'm gonna play a Trainers. We'll get a Vileplume. Did we get the Vileplume? Oh man, I don't know. We'll have 4 turns left. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a Vespiquen. We're an in. Okay, I'm actually fine if the in is here. I'm okay if he plays in. We have plenty of DCs left. Okay, we see it in. Woo! Alright, I like this play. Alright, so in, we're going to get a new hand of 4, but hey, that's okay. We have 2 DCs in our deck, maybe more than that. There's Sycamore, Float Stone, alright. There's a fighting to the active. This is not going to knock us out. Yo-Kick is only going to do 30, okay, then another 30. Alright, so Yo-Kick for another 30, okay. And what I might do is use Intelligence Gathering. Yeah, let's Float Stone this guy. And so 4, we'll draw 2 cards. 9, 8, 7. I think it'll be fine. Well, Intelligence Gathering will hit the Focus Sash as well, so that way they can't use it anymore, or it doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, we'll Intelligence Gathering, and there's a DC, so we can't attack with Vespiquen next turn. Almost my opponent's turn. Alright, so we're looking okay. We can attack with Vespiquen next turn. The only thing is they're going to hit us for 30. You have to send the Gloom, let it get hit for 30, retreat to the Vespiquen and take a knockout that way. There's a Lucario and a Focus Sash. No, not the Focus Sash. We don't need that card. Alright, so, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have to deal with the Focus Sash, okay. There's a Fighting Energy and a Focus Sash, okay. Alright, that's very unfortunate, but it'll be okay. Alright, we might have to Sky Return. There's a Yo-Kick for 30. Going to knock us out. We'll send it the Gloom. Okay, go Gloom. He's not going to get knocked out this turn, which is great, okay? The most he can do this turn is 30. We can then send the Vespiquen, do another, take a knockout, okay? So on our turn, we get a Battle Compressor. So, we're going to DC this guy. Retreat into the Vespiquen. We'll take a knockout with the Beer Bench, okay? Alrighty, so 180 damage, okay. So go down to 3 prize cards. And there is a Gloom, which we don't need anymore. Here comes Lucario. It does have a Focus Sash, but right now it cannot knock us out. The max it can do is only 80 damage because of the Fighting Fury on the active, which is great for us. Alright, so we'll survive this turn, but they do have if they do have a Lysandre, they can they knock out this guy? 50? Yeah, they can knock out the bench guy if they do have a Lysandre. There's a Lysandre energy. That'd be enough for my opponent to take a knockout. But if we top deck a DCE, which hopefully we can take a knockout with this guy. Or we can Sky Return into like a Combee, let that get knocked out. There's a Vespiquen for Sycamore. Alright, so he's going to Sycamore, discard his hand. Going to go down to 12 cards. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's his 4th Focus Sash. He's played a bunch of Focus Sashes. Oh, nope, okay, there's 3 in play. Okay, so he has 1 more left. Well, luckily we can knock out this guy for our last 2 prize cards, our last prize card if we want to. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we hit a DCE. There's a Fighting to the active. Corkscrew Smash will only do 60, which is not a knockout, which is great for us. And we'll have to see what happens. Can we win the game or not? This is getting fairly close. My opponent also only has 2 minutes left as well. We see a Level Ball probably getting a Meditite on play. I imagine that's what they're going to get. Oh, it looks like they're not going to get anything. They already had a Meditite in their hand, but they opted to discard it. Alright, we're going to see a Corkscrew Smash. We're going to draw into 1 card. 3, 4, 5, yeah. We're going to draw 1 card. And the question is, we have more Vespiquens, right? Yeah, we have 1 Vespiquen left in the deck. We can put down Combee. Play Battle Compressor, going down to 4. Shaymin for 1, going down to 3. Sky Return. And then next turn we can, yeah, we can win the game pretty easily. Oh, my opponent gets all, okay, doesn't get anything here, okay. Okay. It seems like all we have to do is deal with this Lucario. So we're going to Corkscrew Smash, going to draw 6 cards in their hand, okay. On our turn, we'll go down to 5 cards. We'll put down a Combee. We get Battle Compressor. We go down to 4. If we hit a DCE, let's see, we'll Battle Compressor, going down to 4. We'll discard the Trainers Mail. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to hit the DC with this one card. Alright, so let's Shaymin for 1. And let's see, what do we get off the Shaymin for 1? Yes. Alright, come on, DCE, right now. That's not what we wanted. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Intelligence Gathering 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to Intelligence Gathering to make it where that Focus Sash is not working anymore. We might as well put the Vileplume down as well, because it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. We can... Man, it's going to come down to the order of this. If we hit the... Oh, man, the order is what's going to mess us up. So let's Intelligence Gathering for 10. Okay. Do we draw 1 card or not? We'll go down to 2, take a card. Yeah, that's fine. Do we hit a... there's a DC, okay. Oh, man, I wish we hit the DC last turn. So my opponent's turn. If we top deck a Vespiquen, we can win this. We can win this if we top deck a Vespiquen. If we top deck Vespiquen, we send the Combee, evolve Vespiquen, DC, take a knockout, going down to 1, then Lysandre bring up the Holo-Ultra to win the game. It all depends. Do we hit the Vespiquen or do we hit the... Oh, my goodness, there's a Lucario coming down. Okay. Okay. I don't really care about the Lucario. What am I talking about? I need to hit the Vespiquen. If we don't hit the Vespiquen, we lose the game because we can't refill our deck. Alright. So we'll see what happens. Do we hit the Vespiquen or not? That is the big question. My opponent only has a minute 30 as well. They might time out. Okay. Let's see what they decide to do. Okay, there's a fighting going to the active. They're going all in on this Lucario for some reason. Hopefully they Lysandre. Oh my goodness, they're gonna Lysandre up somebody. And we lose the game. No, wait, we don't lose the game. We don't lose the game right now. It's only 100 damage because of resistance. So on our turn, we can put the DC in the active. We can free retreat to this guy. And if he has another energy, we can lose his turn still. Oh my goodness, it's so nerve-wracking. So we'll press done. Do we retreat or do we Skyrim? Yeah, we have to hope he does not have an energy. We'll go for a B-Ridge for the knockout. Going down to 2 prize cards, 180 damage. Is there another DCE left is my question. And let's see what we get off the 2. Is there DCE left? And there is a DCE. Oh my goodness, this Lysandre play might save us. If they have another Lysandre, we might lose though. We know the last card in their deck is a Vespiquen. If they had did it the other way, we would have lost. There's a fighting to the active. I don't care about that. Do they have another Lysandre? That is the question. And there's an end. So they're in this down to 1 card. But we have 2 Sycamores, a DC, and a Shaymin. So we get 2 cards off this 9. And okay, there's a Gloom. That's not what we wanted. There's a Missile Jab for 30. Going to take a knockout. Going down to 1 prize card. And do we hit a Shaymin? Do we hit a Sycamore? Oh man. Okay. So on our turn, what do we get? We get the Lysandre. Okay. There's no way he can knock out our active. So we end our turn. On to my opponent's turn. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay. We have two Sycamores, a Shaymin in our deck, and 1 DCE. So 4 out of the 3. Our odds are in our favor for sure to hit this card. And my opponent has 30 seconds left as well. They cannot knock us out. 80 damage is the max they can do this turn, which is I'm not scared about that unless they have another Lysandre. Do they have another Lysandre or not? It's a big question. In 17 seconds left for my opponent, they might lose the game because of time as well. Oh my goodness. Do we win because of time? There's a Missile Jab, 430. Alright. So on our turn, what do we hit? Oh, we need to hit multiple stuff. There's a Sycamore. So we're going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw in 7 new cards. And there it is. We have the Vespiquen. We have the DCE. Oh my goodness, this game was a lot closer than it should have been. Put the DC in this guy. We will free retreat into the Vespiquen. And we'll take the knockout with the B-Revenge. My opponent had 9 seconds left in the game, but we did win the game before time was called. And there we go. Oh my goodness, I don't think it gets any more close than that. Like, if my opponent did not play the Lysandre, we would have lost. We would have topped the Lysandre and be like, oh, we deck out next turn because we draw into Vespiquen. But my opponent decided to Lysandre up the Shaymin. In my head, I was like, we lose. But I was like, no, we don't. We have resistance. And we have the DC to retreat the guy. And with Vileplume be on the bench, my opponent cannot use a VS Seeker to bring up another Pokemon. Oh my goodness, that was such a good game 3 to make up for the game 1 and 2 for sure. And there we go, guys. There's Vespiquen Vileplume taking a win in a really close matchup. Probably it shouldn't have been this close, but hey, sometimes stuff does happen. We'll press done. We do get to win stuff. Whatever, it looks like the game has frozen one more time, so we won't be able to see what we win. I don't even know what we win, but there you go, guys. Hopefully, during this episode of Saturday Tournaments, we did get that win, which is pretty amazing. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see you in Nationals in 1 week. I'm so excited. Alrighty, bye. Alright, guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our 2 sponsors, 60 Cards and Yeti Gaming. The links are down below to their websites. Make sure you go check them out. Alrighty.